Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bridget and this is my financial journey. Okay, so today we will be doing kind of a two-in-one video. I decided to combine my Paycheck 1 budget with, my Paycheck 2 budget with my Paycheck 1 results video, just because there wasn't a lot of content to closing out my Paycheck 1 video, since I already checked in, or I already filmed my weekly check-in. I think I should have probably closed out my Paycheck 1 budget with that video, but I would just keep that into consideration for future videos. So today we're going to be closing out Paycheck 1, and then we will be creating my Paycheck 2 budget. So let's get started. Let me just zoom y'all in a little bit. That looks good. So I don't create these budgets until I know what the amount is going to be. So I rarely will have a variance in my income. I think the only time I would have a variance is if, excuse me, I have some allergies, is if I ended up selling something and having additional income other than my paycheck. So no variance here this time around. And then all of my bills came out to the correct amount. So my city was $111. My car loan is always $302 with no variance. My tuition was $269.49. And Netflix is $9.73 as always. And then I'm actually gonna go down into my sinking funds because I also don't have any variance in those, and that's because once I budget this out and I take out the cash, it is out of my budget. It's as if I have spent the entire amount. And once I do have transactions from the sinking funds, they do not affect my monthly or my paycheck budgets, because I do account for these separately in the back of this notebook. So these will never have any variance. The only reason they would ever have variance is if I ended up, not putting the full amount that I budgeted towards it, or if I were to put more towards them. But usually, once I make my Paycheck 1, I'm kind of getting into the nitty-gritty, the details, and the only places I'll really have variance is in my variable spending, which for Paycheck 1, I only had 2 categories, and I realized as soon as I posted the video that I actually forgot, like always, to add an unbudgeted line. But luckily I didn't have any unbudgeted expenses. If you want to see how my week 1 went, which is what Paycheck 1 covered, go ahead and check out my weekly check-in video for week 1. So let's actually peep into my weekly check-in spread. So for gas, I gave myself $25. And I ended up spending 20 of those dollars. So we had left over $5 in that category. And in my gas envelope, you will see that I have those $5. So I'm actually gonna set this aside because we will be starting over with Paycheck 2 with all new cash. Okay, and then for spending, I had budgeted out $100, and of that $100, I spent $82. Giving me $18 remaining. And I'm sorry about my writing. This coil is huge. It really does get in your way. Oh my gosh, I am having the worst allergies. I hope you guys aren't too grossed out. And I have lost my draft. Of course I have. And I found it. So, once we total up all of my actuals, I had actual expenses this pay period of $978.22. And so I was actually under budget just in these two categories for $23, which is pretty good in my opinion. You know, I don't have a lot of room for variance. Most of my expenses are fixed or sinking funds. So $23 is pretty good for me. And so once we subtract my actual income from my actual expenses, I should have $24.16. And again, the variance is $23 because I did not have any variance in my income. All of my variance comes from my expenses. So I actually just realized I forgot to take the money out for my spending. So in my spending, I had $18 left. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. So when I add in the 5, that gives me 23. So let's check again. 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So I was actually going to carry this amount forward into Paycheck 2. However, I have decided that I am not going to do that. I am going to throw this into my moving out fund because that is my main priority. I'm trying to build that up as fast as I can. So I'm actually going to go back into my sinking funds, which is where I keep all of those different accounts. And I am going to add the $23 into there. So today, what day is it? I think, honestly, I have no idea what day it is. Today's actually the 11th, but let's just date it 7/9 because, or actually let's date it 7/8 because that is the last day of this pay period. So we're just gonna call this paycheck number 1 results. And we will be adding $23, making my new total $538. Okay, and let's go into my sinking fund setup, which is where I keep all of my sinking funds. And moving out is titled home. So let's add this in. I'm so excited that this sinking fund keeps growing. I know it's gonna suck to spend. I definitely don't want to spend it, but it's gonna have to be spent soon. So it should have 538, 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, 460, 480, 500, 510, 520, 530, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. And I think I can get this to 1,000 before moving. That's not necessarily the goal. I'm just trying to, stockpile as much as I can. But, well, maybe not before moving because I'm obviously going to have to put money towards my deposit and everything. But maybe with the deposit, I could get a total of $1,000 by next month. cool. And that's all for paycheck 1. So let's go back to July and let's get paycheck 2 set up. So I will be using the same sticker kit from Caffeinated Kate. And oh no, what the heck? Oh, I think I set it a little bit lower than I normally do, because that icon was completely sticking out. There we go. Okay, I think that's fine. That'll do. That's good enough, she tells herself. Why does it look like that? I don't know. This one's higher up for some reason. Oh well. Okay, so this little script, I cannot for the life of me, life of mine? How do you say that? I don't know. But I cannot find my other Paycheck 2 script anywhere. I have like this box where I keep all my stickers. So I found this page, actually. This is one that I got probably back in like February, back when I was ordering kits from, oh no, I remember there being a couple issues with it not being completely cut right. Oh no. I was counting on this working. There we go. Okay. This is from the sticker shop called Nora's Cove. So Nora's Cove, the owner's name is, I think, Yoshida or Yoshida. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. But she had come out with these beautiful sticker kits, budget sticker kits, and she had monthly views. She had a monthly budget, paycheck budgets. I hope it doesn't bother y'all too much that these are different scripts. But I remember I ordered her January kit back when I was using my Happy Planner notebook. I ordered her January kit and I ordered her February kit. The January kit was beautiful. It was this really pretty like dusty rose and gold foil kit, and had all of these really pretty flowers. And the February kit, oh my gosh, that one was so beautiful too. It had these red roses, and I'm guessing it had a silver foil. And you know, I think she was relatively new back at the beginning of the year, and it did kind of have its little kinks. For example, the stickers weren't always the easiest to peel. They weren't always cut perfectly. So, like, for example, with Caffeinated Kate, I'm sure she's been doing this for a really long time. I've never had an issue with any of her stickers. I did have a couple issues with Nora's Cove. I'm not sure what the quality is now. I'm sure it's improved. I haven't ordered since February, and I stopped ordering because I kind of fell off the budgeting wagon for a minute. But gosh, her stickers were probably the prettiest I've ever seen. They were so pretty. I know that she made them, I think, up until April, and I actually checked on her site on her Etsy shop. Her name is Nora's Cove. Whenever I was getting back into this back in May, and I could not find any budget stickers, and I've checked a couple of times, and I think she just kind of decided she just, you know, stopped making budget stickers. She does have other types of like planner stickers and icons, and like she has these really cool like Black Lives Matter stickers. I'm not sure if she still has them up. I'm sure she does. But last time I checked, she did. And yeah, the format was also a little bit confusing, but again, I was not really sure what I was doing myself. But yeah, if she comes back with budget stickers, I would totally check her out again. Just because they were beautiful. This is my paycheck that I received on the 9th. And it was for $1,020. Sorry about that tangent. I just really felt like I needed to talk about that. It's $1,020.72. And then I'm just gonna use this little thin washi that I have left over from, this was the monthly, like the calendar view. Okay. So I do have quite a bit more fixed expenses this pay period. And actually, I just realized I want to make a note on my paycheck one of what I did with this $23. So $23 went to moving out sinking fund. And that's just a little note for myself. Okay, so for expenses, I have my Wells Fargo loan. That is due on the 10th. And the amount is $281.75. I have my Discover credit card. That is due on the 12th. And that'll be $49. I have my Amazon credit card. That one is due on the 16th for $85. I have my Planet Fitness membership. That is due the next day on the 17th, and that is always $21.70. I have my Wells Fargo Platinum card. That is due on the 21st. And how much is that? That's $41. And then lastly, I have my Prime membership, which comes out on the 28th, and that is always $703. Okay, so now we get into my variable spending, which is my cash envelopes. Oh gosh, I hope I don't run out of space. So I have 3 that I use. I have spending. So for spending, I'm gonna give myself $50. I have groceries, which I am funding this time around, and I will give myself $50. And I have gas. For gas, I will get $25. And then lastly, I have my sinking funds. So for sinking funds, I want to contribute to almost all of them this time around. So first priority, we have moving. Moving, I want to put $200 from this paycheck. Next, I have adventures, which is something new that I'm starting to do. That'll get $10 from this paycheck. Christmas, we'll be getting $10. Medical always gets $5. Car maintenance, we'll be getting 10. Clothes, it's gonna get 20. I think I might stop funding this after this paycheck, or I'll decrease the amount that I'm putting towards it, just because I've been consistently putting $20 away into this one. Birthdays, which is actually gift, but I think I labeled it birthdays last paycheck too. My little brother's birthday is in a couple weeks, so I'm gonna put away $20. School will be getting $20. This is my school sinking fund. Date night will be getting $5. Oh no, I'm gonna run out of room. I knew I shouldn't have skipped a line. I shouldn't have skipped this line and this line. Date night will be getting $10. And laptop will be getting $5. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna have to squeeze in some lines because I just realized I forgot something. So under my variable spending, I'm gonna include school again. So this school right here, this is my school sinking fund. School right here is I have to pay for online access to for like a book publisher's website to do my homework, which I feel like I have this expense like every single month and it's really annoying. But I am budgeting $100, which I already know that isn't enough. So I'm gonna, use this full $100 and then take, whatever extra it is over $100 from my school sinking fund. And I hope that's not too confusing, but that's just kind of how I decided to do it this time around. Okay, and then I really need to include an unbudgeted line, but I only have 2 lines left. Okay. I think it would be naive of me to not include an unbudgeted line. However, it would be optimistic of me to not include an unbudgeted line, right? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna include an unbudgeted line. Where can I put it? Because I have my total sticker for my total expenses, and then I have my total. Let's lay these down and then I'll figure out where to put it. So this is gonna be my total expenses line. So once we add all of this up, wait a second. Okay, sorry about that. Once we add all of this up, I end up having $1,020.48. So really no buffer to cover any everything unbudgeted, which I don't know how I feel about that, but it's kind of how things worked out for this paycheck. It's also kind of what happened with Paycheck 1, and Paycheck 1 ended up going pretty well. So let's hope that Paycheck 2 goes the same way. So for my, oh my gosh, I need a vacuum. I have hairs all over my floor. For my grand total, once we subtract my expenses from my income, 48, 58, 68, I have 24 cents. $0.24, which is really cutting it, y'all. So that is just even more pressure to stay within budget within these couple of categories. And you know what? We're going to be optimistic. We're going to not make an unbudgeted line right here, right now. And then, you know, if I end up having some, then I will have to fit it in somewhere, probably at the top. But yeah, I think that's it. I'm actually gonna head out to the bank in a couple hours. It's actually pretty early in the morning. So once I go to the bank, I will take out my cash probably for everything from here down, minus school. I'll probably leave school in the bank because that'll probably be an online transaction. And I will get my Paycheck 2 cash stuffing video posted soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too long. Where are we doing time-wise? 27, right? Yeah, 27. That's not too bad for, you know, basically a 2-in-1 video. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys soon. Bye, guys.